It's time to get your coronavirus questions answered live.
If you have a question for Dr. Zorba Paster, the number to call is 270-9933. And Zorba joins us once again. Let's go to Betty. Betty, you're up first. What's your question?
I was wondering if the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is the same genetic modified CRISPR ones as the first two. And then it's only one shot, is that correct?
Right, it's only one shot, and it doesn't, as far as I know, and I'd have to look back, I don't think it uses the same messenger DNA. I think they actually have a different system. I can't remember quite what the system is, but it's not the same technology that they're using. Only one shot, and once again, the data's not published yet. I think it's going to come out over the next week or two. That's what I've heard.
Okay, thanks for calling. Let's go to Julie. Hi, Julie, how about your question?
Yes, Dr. Paster. I was wondering if they have any idea how long the vaccine will last in our system.
The answer is no. We don't know how long it'll last. That's a very good question. You know, we can do lots of research, but there's not enough data that shows that it lasts. The initial data from the initial volunteers in the study seems to show that it may last for perhaps as long as a year, but that's a small number of people compared to the number of people immunized. So hopefully it'll last for a year. It might last a lifetime, or it might turn out that when we get our flu shot, we get our corona shot. I think the jury is out on it, but the good news is the initial data from the Moderna and the Pfizer studies do seem to show that up to perhaps a year, there still appear to be antibodies. Whether or not they're robust enough, we don't really know.
Okay, let's go to Ken next. Hi, Ken. What's your question?
Ken, you there?
Yes.
What's your question?
I want to know if the vaccine has sulfur in it.
I don't think the vaccine has sulfur. You'd actually have to look it up online to see. There'd be no reason to expect it would have sulfur. And maybe you're thinking about whether or not the antibiotic that is the sulfur antibiotic, which you can be allergic to, whether or not it contains that. And the answer is no, it does not.
Okay. Next caller is a question about the distribution. Hi, what's your question? You there?
Yes.
What's your question?
Okay. Hey, why isn't our local hospitals and clinics announcing some kind of plan on how they're going to handle the vaccine to when it becomes more available to us? I haven't heard a word. I'm from Beloit. I haven't heard a word.
Very good question. I haven't heard a word either. I do know right now it's firemen, policemen, EMTs, you know, the first responders, they're getting the vaccine. But they haven't yet announced how they're going to bring it out at the next step. The DHS hasn't announced it. Local institutions haven't announced it. Your information is as good as mine. And the fact is they should make it a more robust announcement. Like I said, we're number 35 in the country. We ought to be number 1 or 2. If North Dakota and South Dakota can get out 70% of the vaccine, they have 75%. Why are we at a lowly below 50%? I think we're like at 34 or 35%. Yeah, not good.
Not acceptable.
All right, let's go to Dave. Hi, Dave. You're up next. What's your question?
Hi. My question is, out of the two vaccination shots, which one's the best? And then which one has the most side effects?
They both are the best, and they both have similar side effects. They're really equivalent. That's the answer. And the best is the one you can get first. That's the best.
That's the best one for sure. All right, let's go to Lynn now. Hi, Lynn. What's your question? Lynn, are you there?
Leanne is.
Okay, Leanne, go ahead.
I want to know how effective the Moderna vaccine is for people over 65.
95%. 95% effective. That's the bottom line for people over 65 too. So that and the chance that you will actually die from COVID is actually higher. It's probably like a 98 or 99% effective. Just as effective for people over 65 as people who are younger. It's effective in all age groups, in all ethnicities. It's effective in men and effective in women. Similar effectiveness across the board for both the Pfizer and the Moderna, and that's awesome news.
All right, we have time for one more. Kathy, go ahead. Kathy, you there? She wants to know if the COVID shot is okay to take if you have bad reaction to the flu shot.
Right now, if you have any reaction to any immunization, the answer is you've got to discuss it with the provider and make an individual choice. Because for some people, if they have anaphylaxis and it's a severe reaction, the answer is no. But if it's a mild reaction like fever and chills, the answer is yes.
All right. Get the shot if you can. Zorba, thank you. Thank you all for calling in. We'll see you next week.
Thank you, Zorba. Good to see you.
My pleasure. Good to see you.